Hello, in this video is addressed to my twin flame Shia. Hi Shia. For others watching, I thank you for watching. They're definitely playing with my lip because this should not be this flat. I can feel it pulsing and like pushing down. So in this video is addressed to my twin flame Shia. Hi Shia. And for others watching, I thank you for watching. And there's definitely going to be interference in this video, Shia. There's not going to be a lot of crime. In the last video I made yesterday, it was very obvious they were trying to kind of mess me up and frame me as playing with my words and frame me. So I'm not going to go into detail with that because I really don't want to bring up the whole reason why that was brought up. Hopefully it was to make you understand more. Hopefully, I'm sure that I didn't really want to talk about that. However, I wrote down some notes and I'm very happy that your family member posted that, and I really like that song. And I really feel like you're feeling happy. I don't want us to get too confident, however, because the moment we get too happy, I really worry, Shia, about you. Worry about the situation. So, however, I really like the post, and I know it means you're gonna get back your DNA, and you're also gonna get back the machine of you, because that was all synthetic. And that whole REM consciousness, you have to be a lizard to do that. That was the chip head, which is the synthetic. So that was artificial. So all of those memories with the synthetic robotic AI of your partial personality, obviously not completely, maybe a little bit here and there, like your vocab or something and other things, that's all going to be like deleted. It's not going to even, it's artificial, so it's not even like it happened. So that part of that, I know those posts where you're not a car, you're not a motorcycle, you're not a machine. You have a human body, and you have I wrote in other words, if I just trail off, Shia, it's because also they try to take over the conversation, and my thoughts might not be my words and thoughts, because they try to cut off my thoughts and say things. So I'm going to be very fidgety because I'm getting tortured. I can't really say there's been relief, because it's been like a different kind of torture. I've had diarrhea again for several days. I think that they're trying to say the bath water is... I don't believe that anyone has access to my bath water. I don't think that I'm getting food poison through the bath water. But I'm being told that I think they're using AI on my colon to give me diarrhea. So there's and before I mention that, my diet hasn't been that great. I had some tortilla chips, those little crackers with cheese. Well, I had oatmeal for breakfast, which was good. I had a little pudding with the oatmeal, a little piece of chocolate. So I don't really eat well. And based on all this food research, it's really obvious I don't eat well. There's nothing I can do about that, though. I don't eat awful, but I eat okay. I don't eat that well, though. And Shai, you really are like a symbol of Jesus with that sacrifice happening with your DNA theft around the time of Easter when Jesus resurrected. So you really are a symbol of Jesus. And I'd like to think that you're patient, Shia. And obviously you'd want to help me feel patient. I don't think you're patient, though. I think that you are. However, I think it's worse in my situation because I don't know what's going on and I have no clue when we're ever going to be together. The printer stopped printing completely. I was printing out Instagram posts because Bob and Brad is the only Instagram account popping up, and it's a form of harassment, not because of them. It's a form of harassment to keep having this only one and only account pop up, and the printer stopped working after I printed these. But I'm gonna take photographs now on the camera. So there was more photos, and I'm taking photographs of the YouTube. This one, I'm not looking at their posts, even though they're probably giving information and they're probably. I can't look at anybody's posts. I'll get attacked no matter what. Here's the date and time. So this is very clear that these photographs come in fine. I can't believe I haven't used a camera this whole entire time. It's complete possession that I haven't used the camera to take photographs. So where was the other one? So I logged back in a couple hours later, and there was more posts. So their channel's being harassed too. That their account was the only account that pops up on my Instagram. And by the way, someone is trying to take control of the way that and when I'm saying things, Shia. It's really so the telepathic supporter says, and I agree that I wouldn't even, when I say criminal hacker, that's an understatement. It's way beyond hacker. But he looks like a piece of puke. I mean, he truly does look like a piece of puke, and even by his looks alone, he doesn't, he looks like a fucking weirdo pervert. And the telepathic supporter, why doesn't this criminal hacker belong in prison? Because what he did to me and you, Shia, goes way past prison. And there's something weird happening with the vintage food, Shia. So I'm not going to stop researching vintage food. It's my favorite. It is my favorite type of food research. But there's some real perverted weirdness happening where one of the criminals is deactivating because of all this vintage food research. So Shia, I think you already are, but look up vintage food for several minutes, at least 10 to 15 minutes. See what happens to you. Someone is being weakened by, it's like a pervy weirdo thing that's occurring when I'm looking up vintage food. So look up vintage food recipes, titles. The entire hive mind is being weakened because of vintage food and vintage research. It's very weird, and it would be actually. It would not be surprising if there was something really weirdo and really perverted that would deactivate the hive mind because of what many of these criminals are. So in regards to the printer, it stopped printing. I'm going to take photographs now on the camera. And I would like to just buy a new printer because the chance of me sending this printer back, what could happen is, if I send this printer back and they send me a new printer, my printer could get stolen because they don't check license here for packages sometimes. Because I've gone down there several times and they don't check my license. So the packages are being stolen, so I can't send the printer back. If I send the printer back and the printer got stolen, I would actually owe Epson $100 or $200. So it's actually worth it to just buy a new printer. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do about that. I don't really think like spending $200 on a printer is a good idea. However, I might have to because it's extremely empowering to be able to print out all of this. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do next month. But I cannot afford to send this printer back because the chance of my printer getting stolen is very possible, especially with all this AI. Yeah, by the way, that remember how I told you yesterday about how I was in the car with the two homeless people, and then someone rolled down their window and said, I'm looking to get some, or I'm looking to, I don't know, some kind of a PROSTITUIN. That I didn't know at the time. However, I was told later on that could have been an undercover cop. So they were really trying to frame me, including bad cops, apparently. Possibly not, because it could have really looked like I was. Or someone could have said something. Some bad person could have said something, and I don't know, called the cops or something on me. It's gonna be proven. But this is a constant thing that happens all day long. Like anything that I'm doing constantly triggers bad thoughts, bad experiences, bad memories, totally made up things, chronic attacks, past attacks. It's constantly just goes on all day long to attack me, and it tortures me. And Shai, I wish I could be more myself right now, but I feel I wish I could be myself right now. Yeah, there's definitely interference in this video, Shia. But those homeless people, homeless drug addicts, in the video, I give. That was they were really trying to play around with the way I was saying things to try to make me look like I was lying. I was giving them some of my homeless flying sign panhandling money. forced. I was forced to give them food that I was given by people that were driving by and were giving me food. I was forced to give my food away. I was forced to give food away that I bought. They were taking my belongings. And it was winter time, like snowing, so I felt obligated to have to let them in to sit in my car to get out of the cold for a few hours. So that was part of it. It was like a guilt trip thing. And let's just, I just want to tell you, no, someone's really trying right now, Shia. But my parents are going to back me up if they try to use this against me to try to frame me, because if all these people did all these things to me, they're going to try to accuse me of things to get me in trouble. And so my parents will back it up to back me up that I've never been a prostitute in my entire life. I wouldn't even go on dates in like where guys would wine and dine people. Well, I was never really offered, but that happened one time, and I was like, wow, this is what men do. They give girls alcohol for sex, like the wine and dine thing. I was never aware about that until that happened one time, and I ended up being so grossed out. Like that's kind of like prostitution. If someone's like paying money, like, and so I said goodbye to that person. After that happened, I was like, no way, I'm not gonna be wined and dined by you. I'm not like that. The only time that happened, Shia, was DATE rape with alcohol, like really obviously. And I'm not going to go into details about that thing, stuff. See, they're trying, Shia, I have never been a prostitutin my entire life. I've never taken $1 from anybody for doing sex for people. Never in my life. It's pretty hilarious that they try to attempt to frame me and make me appear that way. I think it's pretty surprising. It's pretty by the way, I don't know how they thought that they could do this. I had a heart health problem. They were screaming through my fucking mouth hundreds of hours a week. At the time that I was panhandling, I was looking like a crazy person. They were also framing me as a crazy person. However, if I could have been off the street collecting, that never should have happened. It wasn't just a heart problem. I wasn't physically capable of having a job at the time. They were involuntarily speaking through me nonstop 24/7, and in public. It was so embarrassing. Things are going to get ugly of being threatened that they're going to frame me for something that I never did. Things are going to get ugly. No, my parents are going to defend me. I was told specifically by a parent telepathically that there's no way Alyssa's going to go down with something she is not. that's all I really wrote about that. So now I want to talk about the vintage recipes. I found a really good, and Shy, I wish I just wasn't so, I wish I was, I hope that they're trying to do ritual abuse to make me not like happy, like about the post and like to try to make you upset. But it's not, I've been thinking about, I think about you all the time, Shia, and I don't think you're gonna post for a long time again. I don't think that you are able to. So I'm going to show you the vintage food now, and I did a lot of like energy work on the root chakra with my hands, and I am getting some relief in my root chakra area, but not completely. So I took a bunch of photos, and I went onto Google search, clicked on a recipe card, and then sometimes when you click, it clicks the website open, and there was no advertisements on the Tumblr account for recipe cards, Betty Crocker recipe cards, so I found a lot of good recipe cards and screenshot a lot and put them in a Google Doc. So parfaits is a vintage recipe, and Hannah Kroger's book, she talked about a dessert spoon, and I was like, I don't think I've used a dessert spoon in my life. So I want to get dessert spoons and sundae, just like dessert glasses. So these are parfaits. I really like the idea of making parfaits, Shia, with jello, pudding, whipped cream, all the different things that you put up in a parfait. I thought this was really pretty. Ice cream. I think this has to do with our past life, Shia. And that vintage store that I worked at, this was when I found it. When I was 21, I found this book at the Goodwill. I've never bought in a children book in my life. However, this was like the illustrations. I love the illustrations so much. And I love the story, and I actually feel like we were supposed to be together at 21, and this was like the symbol. And then when I bought some of those vintage dishware, I was ready to be with you. It was supposed to happen, Shia, and then there's a delay for how many years? 20 years? 20-year delay. So ice cream parfait pie, I've never tried that. That looks really good. Yeah, I'm going to try to do better showing you the photographs. I don't know why there's a glare. Here is pastel colored cookies. I definitely want to make pastel food with you, Shia. And this is parfaits with jello and whipped cream, and pudding, jello and pudding. That's actually pudding and Jello. That's Jello with pudding. Those are the pastel cookies with the maraschino cherries. I mean, I've been tortured my whole life, so I've never really would have patience to cook like this. These are the parfaits. These look really good. And I think those are kind of what we want our dessert glasses to look like. I've only had parfaits a few times in my life, but I always like thinking. I always like the looks of it, and I always want to have parfaits. This is Jello pudding advertisement, and I like this idea of butterscotch with marshmallows. Butterscotch pudding with, and you put marshmallows on top of the pudding. I really like that idea. Here is a chocolate cherry brownie parfait. That sounds like a good idea for a parfait. This is, I think we're going to have a little fondue pot. This is one of the pots I like for fondue. This is called campfire fondue, so this could be a campfire fondue pot, so we can go camping and make fondue if we want. I like this little pot, it's so cute. So I actually took quite a bit of photos with fondue. I may have had fondue once in my life, once or twice. This is another fondue pot that I really like. So if we do get a fondue pot, we probably should get a vintage one. I like it because it's smaller and it's like just for me and you, Shia. We're not going to get like a large fondue pot. This is soft pretzel bites with fondue cheese. This is pimento. Southern pretzels, so soft pretzel bites with pimento cheese fondue. So I got a hot and spicy sauce. Hot and spicy sauce. This has all different kinds of ingredients that sound really good together. Shrimp egg rolls. If we do make egg rolls, shrimp egg rolls would be really, really good to have. And we could even make dips, hot dips, cold dips. Well, I don't know about cold dips for the hot food. Hot dips, fondue. So shrimp egg rolls. Here's the shrimp. Here's another photo of what shrimp egg rolls look like. So this is the fondue dessert fondues, amber colored fondues. With like cake. Butterscotch fondue. Butterscotch fondue sounds good. Custard fondues. I've never heard of custard fondues, but I like the skewers. We could make skewers and put maraschino cherries, cubes of cake. Fruit, cubes of fruit. Citrus fondues. raspberry fondue. Raspberry fondue with like cubes of cake. There was one photo with angel food cake and fresh strawberries with white chocolate fondue. So cubes of angel food cake, fresh strawberries with white chocolate or just chocolate fondue. This is nice. Obviously, I'm afraid of heights, so I don't ski, but it's called After Ski. I don't think you like skiing, Shia. After Ski oven stew cider. There's a beef stew, and then served with a cider with a cinnamon stick and orange slice. I think that's a good idea for a meal sometime. This is cream of mushroom shrimp. This is cream of mushroom shrimp by Campbell's. I didn't know Campbell's made cream of mushroom shrimp. cream of shrimp. I think we could do a lot with that with cooking, Shia. Like not just to have as a soup. Here is, I like this photo of brunch, oven omelet brunch, and there is squares of omelet, little, we could make turkey ham in the shapes of circles. And this is a basket of assorted pastry. I like the idea of having assorted pastries. Here is piquant salad, garden tossed salads with just greens. I think that'd be a good idea to just sometimes have salads with just greens. My stomach can get sensitive when I mix like so many vegetables in a so many different vegetables in a salad. We'll definitely be making these easy petite fours. They're like little cakes with frosting all over them, like kind of like it's not like a frosting, it's more like I forget what it's called. So these easy petite fours, this is something I used to eat. It's a Jewish kosher recipe, these jelly slices. I remember getting these in childhood and I liked them a lot. The different flavored jelly slices covered with sugar. So you can make these or just buy them sometime. I'm very picky with candy, but I do like having some of this. Coconut apricot bars. Coconut apricot, I bet you that's apricot frosting. Possibly a coconut cake with apricot frosting. I do like apricot. I've never really eaten apricot a lot in my life, but I really like apricot. Here is floating island punch. So we'll be making punch, and this has ginger ale. I screenshot this, I hope. I screenshot. I did. I added this recipe to the document. Has scoops of different lime, raspberry, orange sherbet. This is a ham salad sandwich. If I did have like vintage food, it was my mother's holiday meal. She would sometimes make she'd have some vintagey food. And she had these little ham salad on like a little dinner roll. And we can, instead of ham, we can make ham salad with turkey ham. They can make turkey into like a ham. This is that doubled ham salad with like as a grilled cheese. I think that sounds good to put doubled ham in a grilled cheese. This is a nice platter, and it has, I think those are skewers of different, like, I like the idea of like putting skewers with salami, Swiss cheese cubes, green olive. But these, like a little egg salad filled deli sandwich meat rolls. I think that's a really good idea on how to eat deli meat, sliced deli meat. This is really nice. It's like those little pecan in like a pie crust, pecan, little mini pecan pies in like a cupcake. And this is fruit compote. I just recently learned about hot fruit compote. That's a vintage hot fruit compote. I really like the idea of eating stewed fruit. Hannah Kroger talked about stewed fruit, and I really like, I have made apricot and stewed apricots in coconut milk. So this is a menu, and I've altered it. So instead of cranberry stuffed pork chops with potatoes, we could have lamb chops with mashed potatoes, and then buttered broccoli, buttered broccoli. I don't know about celery curls, so we could have like something else, but I like the idea of lamb chops with mashed potatoes and broccoli, and then served with a dessert of pumpkin bread with apple butter. I've never tried apple butter. I've always wanted to try apple butter. I've always wanted to try pumpkin butter. This is old-fashioned scalloped corn, so we could have like turkey, green beans, scalloped corn. And this scalloped corn has corn and breadcrumbs. So this is cheese scalloped corn. I wrote down these glazed spare rib sauce. It sounds really good. And we can make beef spare ribs instead of pork. And then Kaiser rolls, orange brownies. This is a vintage ad with a hamburger with a sliced onion and ketchup on top, and those peas. Those peas actually have, these peas are called pickled peas, and they put relish in it. I think that's a good idea. So peas, butter, a little bit of flour, a little bit of pepper, a little bit of water, and 3 tablespoons of pickle relish. So I like the idea of putting relish in peas.
Power off.
I'm charging my speaker. I really have to go to the bathroom. However, I don't think I'm going to. Okay, I'm going to stop and talk about you now, Cheyenne. And I'm only going to make this video 45 minutes because well, I should just go to the bathroom. I should just go to the bathroom. Hold on. Hold on. And you can see my smile. They're trying to time this to make my smile not look as pretty. Let me think of something. It's not as bad. I mean, obviously my teeth are not as good, but there's something different with my face. No, they're trying to make it look ugly though. I have definitely, I feel gray demonic energy in my face right now, and they're making me froth the whole time. Hopefully that didn't gross you out. That's not because I'm the food. It's because of the demonic possession still. So now I'm going to talk about you, Shia. It has been pretty torturous, though, to not. I'm pretty tortured. I'm sure you're very tortured that I can't see and hear you. And I'm pretty sure you're really annoyed with how I'm acting sometimes. Like, the fact that I get a chance to be able to talk to you and this is how I'm acting. However, Shia, there's possession involved. There's this brain injuries involved. There's all kinds of different things. So this is about Shia, and you're between medium to tall height, and your eyes are so bewitching. I really found my magic, Shia, when I found your video, found you. I really found my magic. I never believed I was a magical person or had any magical abilities until I found your video and found you, Shia. And you have a lot of magic in your eyes. And you're a very cool person, Shia. And I'm sure that you're not always easy to be around in regards to people. If they aren't good, you're gonna not. You're not always probably easy to be around with people that aren't good, and you have anger. I can see it. You're sometimes I call you my pretty baby, Shia. You're very beautiful in a handsome way. Masculine way, very beautiful. I'm so lucky. So lucky. You're so cute. I love your innocence, Shia. And you have very intense eyes. You've been neglected, Shia, so much. And you're going to be needy. And I hope that you're going to be needy, Shia. And I believe you're a nervous person like me. You can't not. However, I'm noticing there's some kind of deactivation happening and some kind of, especially with me getting my soul back, at least some of my soul. It just felt like it all flooded in. There was like all this tingling sensations, a smooth energy. I don't really think that they could have replicated that as like an AI, like fake getting your soul back, with actually the thought that at the time. But I feel something. I think I look less hollow because I looked at a video, like a couple seconds of me talking like several months ago, and I looked just so hollow. I feel like there's something less hollow about me. And you're so comforting, Shia. And you're a little eccentric like me. I think Lumerians in general are a little eccentric. And there's something very sweet and musical about your voice. And you have, it's a little deep. And I love the feeling of all your different emotions. I love feeling all your different emotions. And you're very sharp, Shia. I like to just keep this stack of your photos and just go like this, pick up different ones. And I'm trying to I'm not just blurting things out. Hold on. Let me find something else. I have to stop this video, Shia, because that says storage almost full. And we can merge into a single being. I think I worry about our next lifetime, and do we really have to become a child again and spend another 40 years separate in our next lifetime? Or are we going to never come back to planet Earth, and are we going to have to be born again and wait for each other? Or are we going to already be able to exist? Are we going to just be one person? I don't think that we're going to just be one person, Shia. I don't think that that's actually completely healthy to just merge into as one, like, because I've heard that before. If you're twin flames, if you were split soul, but our soul has merged, and I am half of you, Shia, in my body, and I'm half of me is in your body, Shia. And we're victims of extreme torture, Shia, and ritual abuse, and I was being told I have to understand the level of torture that I've gone through is not like other people's torture and pain that they've gone through. Me and you are one of the most tortured. We've had the most torture and crime done to us in the history of the world, in the history of this planet. We are one of the most, and whether we can be compared of other people. If I wrote, like, if someone wrote a book, well, people would just puke. The people couldn't even read what has happened to me. However, if there was like a way to see all of the different torture I've gone through over my entire life, it's not physically possible to be alive. And where was I going with that? I was actually feeling near death at the comprehension of the amount of torture that I've gone through. And that shows how disconnected I am and dissociated I am for the crime and torture that I've gone through. So there's going to be healing involved when we actually understand, Shia, how much torture we have gone through, and not constantly be told that we're just like everybody else, and we've gone through like everybody else. And also there's a lot of minimizing because it's invisible. Most of it's invisible and covert torture. That's also another way where there can be like, well, nothing really happened to you. It's all like invisible, so there's no way of other people knowing. However, that's a lie, Shia. we're on a planet of mostly all evil people that are connected to the hive mind and that know what we've gone through. So yes, the post really made me happy, Shia. And I hope the telepathic supporters, if they will write things down if you need to know certain information. And I always assume that you know everything, and you don't. But Shia, I was getting really tired with the lack of, worrying about how you're doing and everything. So, seeing that post can make me feel less worried. So I'm going to do more food research, probably walk a little, probably do some Lemurian technology. I don't really feel that good today. A lot of stress, a lot of pain, a lot of torture. So I'm going to play your voice too on loop, Shia, because that really is helpful. Your voice is so comforting and relaxing. So I'm going to talk to you tomorrow. Shia, I love you. Thank you everybody for watching. Thank you so much, Shia, for watching.